Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about another topic in the series of Gnostic psychology. So today I want to talk to you about this episode, and the name of the episode is How to Be More Attractive, and this is the episode number 1. So let's get started. So the topics we're going to talk about today are how to improve yourself. This is the main thing. This is what we want to achieve. And the things that we need to discuss today is about knowledge and understanding, self-worth, and standards. But first of all, we want to become more attractive. And this is not only for women. Of course, we are interested in women. As men, we want to have a suitable partner, a partner that will help us achieve higher things in life, someone who will bring peace to our life, who will bring joy, and everything that is good in life can be enjoyed together with a good woman. So this is our goal. And that's why we want to be attracted to women, but at the same time, we can also be attractive to life itself, and yes, improving ourselves will help us achieve bigger and greater things in life, regardless if you have a partner or not. So this is something that will never go to waste, is something that will be useful in many areas of your life, not only in romantic relationships. So let's get started. First of all, we want to have deeper knowledge about our own self, and this is a big, how to say, area in which many of us are lacking. We need to know ourselves deeply, and Gnosis gives us the practices, the knowledge on how to achieve this, and we can use the practices of self-observation, retrospection, and self-awareness that we discussed already in previous episodes. And what are we looking to discover? What are the things that we really don't know much about? Is our emotions. We really don't know our emotions so well. We are, in many cases, victims of our own emotions, of our own feelings, and they come upon us, and we become usually identified with them. And in many occasions, we even become overwhelmed by emotions, overwhelmed by feelings. And this is something that we need to learn how to avoid. But first of all, we need to even become aware of them. We don't know our emotions. We don't know how our emotions come to be. And first of all, we need to detach ourselves from our emotions, from our feelings, and become the observer. That's why we're doing the self-awareness practice, and that's why we are doing the self-observation, because we need to develop this sense that our emotions is not who we are. It's something that we own, is something that happens within ourselves, but it's not who we are. It's something that in a way we own, and we need to detach ourselves from it and become aware of how these things happen in our lives. So through self-observation, we can also become aware of our own thoughts. What are we thinking? Why are we thinking it? In which circumstances we're thinking or feeling anything else is the knowledge that we lack. And this lack of knowledge of our own psychology, of our own life, it will be detrimental for our goals to succeed in life. So that's what we want to know. We want to be aware of our own sensations, because sometimes we're not even aware of them. We don't know our own reactions. why we react in a certain way, exactly which are our triggers. Because if we are not aware of our own triggers, psychological triggers, we basically become some kind of a robot with multiple psychological buttons that anyone can push. So when someone pushes our buttons, we will react in a certain way. And sometimes we're not even aware of the situation. We are not aware of the fact that we react mechanically, instinctively to different situations, to different actions that people do. So if we are aware of these triggers, we will be able to know more about ourselves and react in a different way with the help of the Gnostic practices. So basically, we want to be aware of our own weaknesses, psychological weaknesses, emotional weaknesses, even physical weaknesses. We want to be aware of them. We need to be aware of our own body. And this is even our own body, we don't know it. We don't know our own body, we don't know our body posture, we don't know our body language, we don't know why we behave or act or move in a certain way. We need to pay more attention to all these. There is basically a big treasure waiting to be discovered about our own selves, and it is ours for the taking. We just need to start doing the things that are necessary for this, and this will really improve our lives in a very dramatic way. Also, we need to be aware of our own inner dialogue, because this inner dialogue sometimes, in many occasions, can be detrimental, can put us down, can cause some kind of lack of motivation. Even our own insecurities can prevent us from succeeding in life in many areas of our life. So we need to be aware of all this, and it might sound like a lot, but it is part of a discipline, the Gnostic discipline, and you can practice every day and you can master this. So this is something that is highly recommended to anyone who wants to improve their own life. And also, we can develop some understanding about ourselves, because all of these things we're developing some knowledge about ourselves. We can see our emotions, feelings, thoughts, sensations, reactions, triggers, weaknesses, our own body, our own inner dialogue, but we lack the understanding. So we need to pay attention to all these things, and then through meditation we can understand. And Gnosis, unlike many other, let's say, knowledge or teachings that are available to people, Gnosis offers a solution. So let's say you discover your own triggers, your own self-deprecating inner dialogue, your own weaknesses in emotions, feelings, or thoughts, and you are aware of them, you understand them, but what are you going to do about it? So Gnosis provides us with the tools to solve the problem from the root. Do a radical solution that will be challenging for anyone who doesn't have the tools. They will struggle because there is no solution. You are aware of your own inner dialogue, and maybe through self-discipline you can change your dialogue, but you didn't change who you are, you didn't change your nature. And Gnosis provides us with the tools and procedures so we can actually change our own nature. We can change our own psychology and really improve our lives in a radical way, unlike other teachings which provide, let's say, some kind of makeup, superficial change that doesn't go deep. So this is the only difference that I'm trying to frame it, so you can understand better what is the difference between Gnosis and what everything else you can find in other places. Something else that you need to improve, to improve your life is your self-worth, your sense of self-worth, how much you're worth, what is your own value. And to do this, you need to love, respect, and take care of yourself in every way possible, because if we want someone else to appreciate us for who we are, we need to be able to first ourselves understand and appreciate ourselves. We don't know our own value. We need to love ourselves as we are, and as let's say, strange as it might seem, there are people who think or feel that they are not worthy of love. So they have a lot of psychological problem loving themselves. They feel they are not worthy of love. They feel they are not worthy of respect. And accordingly to this lack of self-love, to this lack of self-respect, they are unable to take care of themselves in a sensible way. So this is something that we need to do. And like I said in the previous slide, is something that Gnosis provides us with the tools. So we need to have a radical solution, something that will change our nature. And of course, self-discipline is useful, will help us to change our life from the first days, and later we can have more, let's say, longer lasting change and more significant changes, something that will really change our life for the better in a definitive way and not just in a superficial way. And we need to be aware of our own physical body, and we need to improve our physical body. We need to improve our own health. We need to take care of our own health and really own this matter in our own hands. We need to assess what is the current state of our health, what is the current state of our own fitness, our own appearance, bodily appearance, yes, physical appearance. So we need to make an assessment, we need to make an inventory and see, okay, try to be realistic. What can I improve about myself? Maybe I can use different clothes. Maybe I can have a better care of my appearance. I can be clean in my appearance. I can change my hairstyle, whatever is within my reach, there's a lot of things that we can improve, and that will radically change how others perceive ourselves and how we perceive ourselves. So if we improve our own fitness, our own health, this will allow us to go to the top of, let's say, humans in a very normal way. To be honest, most of people are unhealthy in this day and age. Most people are unfit for any kind of physical activity. So if you become healthy and you are able to develop your own fitness and become you have a better body, better looking body, more fit and useful for anything in life, that will definitively improve your own self-concept, and everyone else will also see it. So this will have a double effect. You need to take care of your mental and emotional health. Fortunately, in the Gnosis we provide the tools for this, and it is basically like we said in the previous slide, you need to take an inventory of your own self, your own psychology, and work with the tools that Gnosis provides, and you can change your life in a very positive direction. And this is something that everyone needs to do, and will change your life also in a very dramatic and positive direction. Again, something that you need to do to improve your own self-esteem is to have some goals and strive to achieve these goals, and try to prosper and thrive. Because if we just stay in the same position in life, if we don't have any goals, if we don't have any objectives, if we want to grow, we need to have goals, and we need to have a plan, and we need to work to achieve this plan. In general, we need to have the goal to have a good life, to enjoy life, to somehow pamper ourselves in a positive way. And this is something that if we cannot do it, we will not feel comfortable when someone else is doing it. And our own self-concept will be reflected in the reaction of others. So this is something that is somehow easy to start doing. And there's a lot of advice on how to start getting goals. You can have a list of goals and work to achieve them. You need to create a plan and have some discipline. So this is something that is achievable. Anyone can do it. And this is, again, something that will make you feel better about yourself, and others will see it as well. It's important to develop standards, especially high standards for yourself and for others, how others treat you and what you expect from life, from yourself and from others. So standards are very important. So you need to have first to make a decision and actually set standards, because most of us just go through life and we have no idea what a standard is or why should we set a standard, and we just go through the motions without any particular direction, without any particular frame where we can start to assess what is the status of our life, what is the status of everything that goes on in our life. So mainly, so we can actually grow, we need to set the bar higher than what we are. By setting the bar higher, we allow ourselves some room for growth, and this will allow us to have a target and work through it. This is something that is necessary. If you don't set the bar higher than when you are right now, nothing will change, everything will remain the same. So that's why you need to make a difference. You need to make a difference between the current state in which you are to the state, the target state where you want to be, and that's where your life will make some progress. And you can develop standards for any area of your life, for example, work, relationships, the food you eat, or love, what you expect. You need to make a list of the things that you want, and don't settle for less than you think you deserve, because you are the one who is going to establish these standards. So make sure that you settle standards that you are believable, something that you can believe. And if you have very low self-esteem, probably you need to set a low standard at the start, but whatever it is higher than you are, it will allow you to grow. And then as you grow, probably your own self-esteem will grow as well. And if you practice what we teach about how to do ego death and how to eliminate negative emotions, you can change this in a radical way, and you will get rid of the self-esteem issues in a more definitive way than if you do it just by using means of pure discipline. And work diligently towards your goal. This is something that you need to do it, and it is necessary to work with a positive mood. Work because this is something that you created. Nobody else imposed it on you. So work happily towards your own goals, towards your own objectives. Try to work with a good mood, and don't think that this is something hard, because it's something that you want. So you will achieve what you want if you work diligently and happily with a good mood and good intention. This is something necessary for everyone in life, and you need to start somewhere. You need to have a method. You need to have the tools to do it, the knowledge to do it, and that's what we strive to do here in this channel, to provide people, especially men, with the tools for their own self-growth. And finally, I want to invite you to reach for the top. This is something that you really can achieve. It's something that you have the possibility to do, and we are going to help you. We are going to provide you with all the tools, with all the knowledge that you need to achieve all your goals and have a better life. And like I said, this is one of a series of episodes in which I'm going to give you some things that are necessary to make yourself more attractive, not only for women, but more attractive for life in general, so you will have a much better and much healthy life. And definitely happy is a status that you can reach at any point. You don't need to wait. You can be happy today. It's just a decision you can make. So that's all I wanted to say for now. Let me know what you guys think about it. And if you have any comments or questions, you can do it in the comment section of the episode. And as always, I want to remind you about the opportunity to help me support my work as content creator. I include in the description section of each episode information about different platforms you can use to support me with donations. If you want to, you can also share this episode in social media and subscribe. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.